Hi guys, thanks for joining Ghost Gaming 83. I'm your host Ghost. Today we will be talking about General Series, and this week General's highlight goes to one General. So from now on, every single week I will handpick a General which I see best fit, best played, overall attack, defense, HP, and so on, and I will highlight them. Now, this is only my opinion from what I think. The way you play your game is different than the way I play mine. And so the way you choose your general might be different than the way I choose mine. Just play what makes you feel comfortable. But anyways, today's or this week's highlighted general goes to Roland. Let's check him out. Let's go to the tavern. So for Europe, we have a lot of generals and a lot of good generals, from Queen Boudica, from Jadwiga, from Alfred the Great, Roland, and so on. But today's highlight, the main general is Roland. The reason why I picked Roland is because he's a boss runner. He's also a PvP runner too, but mainly focus on boss. The reason why that is that his special skill, titled Glory Knight, increased Mount Troop attack by 30% and increased Mount Troops defense and HP by 15% when General is leading the army to attack. And his specialty is based on Mount attack, Mount defense, troop size, Mount HP. So it's basically cavalry. But when I look at his stats, he has a lot of buff on him. For example, if you're lucky enough to get Roland, you have that attack power increased by 30%. Now, if you checked out my general series, you would know that if a general has one stat, for example, if his mount troop attack or ground troop attack or so on is certain amount of percentage, you cannot stack the same skill book onto that general because it's already skilled at that level already. Now, if a general has two or more buffs on him, like for example Roland, which has mount troop attack by 30% and increased mount troop defense and HP by 15%. So basically that's three buffs on Roland. So when you skilled your skill book, okay, you can stack 25% attack power, 25% HP, 25% defense. Okay, as long as a general has two or more buffs, you can always stack up another stack of the same buff that he already had. Okay, so let's go over to Roland. His attack base is at 118, his defense 117, and that's really good. A lot of general, they don't have that base attack and defense at that high. Another general that I was thinking of is Martinez, but we're not talking about him. He might appear later on in general's highlight, but this week's highlight belongs to Roland. I think Roland is the best general to pick out of to run boss, to kill boss. So let's take a look at his specialty. His first specialty, Mount Troop Formation, is Mount Troop attack added 10%, mount troop defense 10%. Now think about this. He already have 30%. So if you max out or ruins, put a lot of ruins into his specialty, and you get him maxed out, you will have 10% extra. So 10% plus 30%, that's 40%. Okay, and let's go to the next specialty, which is annihilation. March size and capacity 6%, increase the amount of troops that you can bring. Attack, mount troop, and ground troop 10%. So that's another 10% added onto the previous 10% and 30%. So you're looking at 50% attack for mount. And let's go to the next one. Mount troop Ares. So this increased mount troop attack 10%, mount troop HP and defense 10%. So there again, you have another 10% added onto the 50%, so 60%. And if you max these out, you will have Paladin. Mount troop attack 25%. Enemy range troop attack negative 20%. So it debuffs all the range troop that is attacking you. So 60% plus the 25%, that's 85%. Okay, that's without the 25% increase from your skill book that you will stack onto it. Okay, 85% plus 25%, that's 110% attack power. So that gives Roland one hell of attack power. And if you level him up, you equip him with the proper gear, the proper refining, okay, and you upgrade him to a 5-star general, this general will eat a boss like nothing. And if you decide to bring him into PvP, I know that he doesn't have any other stats like range or siege or things like that. Since he already have buffs from mount troop attack, and you want to play around with the skill book, you can add in 25 range, you can add in 25 siege attack or defense or things like that to mix match him. Okay, but with the 25%, okay, make sure that the mount troop attack skill book, you still have it at 25% to stack on with the rest of his buffs. For the other two skill books, you can skill it any way you want. If you send Roland at a max level with 5 stars and all your specialty have been upgraded, Roland will decimate the player. Roland is considered one of the most powerful general that you could obtain if you know how to play him right. Okay, so a lot of you're just starting out, you don't have many generals, but you happen to have Roland. It's a random lucky draws, like you open the chest and boom, Roland came crawling out. Well, if you happen to have Roland, okay, and you need a wall general, I would not suggest you put Roland as a wall general, because his special skill buffs does not apply to wall general. If you have him on a wall as your defense, the increased mount troop attack by 30% and increased mount troop defense and HP by 15%, those stats, those buffs would not apply to you if you're a wall general. But one thing that does apply is that when you skill his talent with skill books, let's say 25% range, 25% siege, 25% mount troop attack or defense or whatever, his skill books will apply to your wall defense if you have him as a wall general. Okay, So this is a few ways that you can obtain Roland, and I will go through with it. Now, one thing we all know is that when an event comes along, normally it's after SVS, a week or two later, a new event will come out. Okay. Now, when you purchase all those package, for example, if you go into the top right hand corner, you see this box. We now have an event going on, and this event is the Harvest Festival sale. So as you can see, if you buy the pack, okay, if you buy all 5 packs, you will get a random general. And this is a way, one of the many ways that you can obtain Roland. But it's like rolling a dice, you know. If you buy 5 packs, you get that one epic general. But you don't know if it's Roland or you don't know if it's some other general, okay? But you do get a general. Another way is that if you go to your art hall, you go to general hall, and the second section where it's listed victorious, mastered, if you collect all those generals, it gives you an option to open your chest, open the chest for a general also. And that chest contained a random general. When I first received my Roland, it was through Victorious Mastered. I opened the chest and out came Pop Roland. Okay. Now other people have done the same in my alliance, but they received different general instead of Roland, you know. So that made me think that it's not a base stat Roland that you're getting. It's a random general that you're getting. Okay. Now, I think it's about a month now or so that Evony had to update their system and add in a new feature. This feature will let you obtain certain generals that is not obtainable in Tavern, that you require to buy packs to receive those generals. Now, I think every 2 days or every 1 day, you get a free treasure chest, great general chest. When you open it, okay, you get random puzzle, general puzzle, and I will show you how it looks like. You go to items or inventory, and on the bottom you see all those puzzles. If you collect all 30 of them, okay, you can open that general up and you can receive that general for free. It will take time. It would take tremendous time for you to collect a specific general that you want and to open it, to have 30 pieces of puzzle to connect it, to open, to get that general for free. It takes a lot of time. Sometime every 2 days, you open that chest and you get random pieces. You don't just get one general, okay? Another way to double up what's going on, to double up that general chest for you to have one to open daily and then every 2 days another one, is that if you go to Tavern, you go to activities. If you do all those activities that are listed in the activity center and you open all those 5 chests, the last one you would get key of conscription. That key you can use to open up that chest to get also a random piece of the puzzle. Okay, this way you don't have to wait 2 days later for the cooldown of that chest, but every day once you're finished with the activities, or you get all 5 chests when you do those activities or complete those activities, every day you will get pieces of generals for free if you obtain that key. And that, my friends, is the best way to obtain Roland or any specific general you want. Okay, today's or this week SVS. Now we're having SVS this week, and we are going against server 247. Now they got a bunch of big players. There's 661 million, starting from 140 million all the way up to 661 million. But that player, 661 million, is not a K35. They're K32, 33. Now I'm thinking, why would you put so much money in cranking out T13 and going up to 600 million when you can save those resources that you're building troops and get to level 35 and have T14? Don't tell me because you're building that troops right now while you're on your way to K35, but the amount of resource you put into building those troops, you could have gotten to K35. Don't tell me that the reason why you're cranking out so many troops is that once you get to K35, those troops become layers. But here's the bad news, okay? When you go on in SVS and you have that many tier 13 troops and you're at K33, K32, all your troops die. And what happened to all the RSS that you put into building your troops? It's just a waste. It all goes to waste. So I wouldn't suggest you do that. Okay? So that's it, guys. This week's highlight general goes to Roland. Stay tuned for the next highlighted general for next week, and remember to subscribe, like, and turn on that notification bell. I will be doing more videos. I have bunch of titles. I have bunch of setup and plans for each video coming soon. So once I'll post it up, you guys will get that notification right away. Okay, for those of you that is on server 223, that is me. If you want to hit me up and say hi, hey Ghost, my account name on 223 I meant, is Athena. Okay, so this is my account, Athena, 3rd place. When I start playing this, for 4 straight months, I was at 1st. Why? Because I coined. And now I stopped coining, and other people are coining, and other people are starting to go past me. But that's okay, you know. I'm just playing at my pace. So just add me, Athena, and ask me any question you want, and I will be happy to reply to your question. If you can't or not able to add me in the game, just comment me in YouTube or on YouTube, and I will reply to your comment as soon as possible. Thanks, guys. Happy gaming and have a good day. Later.